Hi, I'm Un Svanström and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing something very exciting. We are taking a look at the brand new Framer, but for the web, so it can do lots of new things. I just don't know what yet because I haven't tried it. So this is going to be my very first reactions to Framer Web. And I cannot wait to get started. If you're new on the channel, welcome! I put out the subscribe button just for you. And this is a channel all about UX and product design. So let's start with Framer Web. Oh, so exciting! Let's have a look at the website and see what it promises us. So, Framer.com, bring every idea to life. Framer is the best prototyping tool for teams. That's a big promise. Okay, let's watch this movie.
Got me feeling good. Kept the faith and praise right through it. Happiness is here at last. Let me tell you how it happened. Some took over me. Got my hands and feet. Couldn't stay in my seat. Now I clearly see. So good. How good. So good. How good.
Yes, Framer's on the web, and it's got all the team collaborations. This is a really beautiful website. Simpler interface, prototyping, magic motion, we like that. Extensive animation handoffs. So maybe when I animate, my developers can make beautiful stuff easily. I suppose that's what that means. Extensive interactions. Yes, please. Effortless sharing sounds awesome. Advanced prototyping minus the code. Free plan, get started, password, something. Motion that works like magic. Yeah, you had me at the logo, but I'm gonna keep going. I like this. This is such a pretty website. 3 minutes in Framer. Okay, let's do this. Okay, open Framer. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so this is it. It's empty. There's so much to do. Okay. I guess I'll just get started. New. In drafts. That's a reasonable, yes, let's go. I suppose this is my layer list. Maybe this is like the prototype thing. I haven't even watched a tutorial. I'm just gonna go and see what happens. Was that some kind of tutorial thing? Okay, yeah, frame is F like usual. Not just gonna guess. Frame iPhone 11 Pro. That's me. That's my friend. Auto-aligned lists, toolbars, and more. Text. Okay. Page. Frame. Okay, so in Figma, I can press both A or F to make a artboard or a frame. So not being able to do that has me a teensy bit thrown off, but that's fine. F for frame. It makes sense. It's called Framer after all. I want to get inspired by this color story that they have here because they have some pretty colors. Can I? Oh, I can drop a screenshot in there just like that. Thank you, Framer. Oh, I was so worried that for a second that was just gonna reload the entire tab and just show the screenshot. Whew. Well, that's good. Thank you, thank you. So you should be, I want to pick, what? Install or start Framer Tools app. Okay, that's weird. Install Framer Tools. I need tools to use this. Framer Tools is an out. Yes. What? Why are you? That doesn't really work at all, does it? That's strange. Are you drunk, color picker? What the actual F? Oh, I see what it's doing. The color picker can't see the browser. It's like it has X-ray vision. It sees through everything. My number one grievance so far has been that the color picker was broken, but I figured out that it's not broken. It just needed more permissions and it didn't ask me for them, and that was very strange. You need to go into your settings and give Framer Tools permission here to like see what's going on your screen. So that might be a privacy issue for some people, but yes, that is why the color picker did not work before, and now it does. This feels like a stupid way of copying the colors, but here we are. Is there like a desktop version of Framer Web? So here I need, okay, no artboard for you. So here's a list of lots of stuff, and here's a bunch of interactions, but I don't need interactions yet. Ooh. Okay. Button is good. Hello, Framer. Can I edit this text somehow? Yes, over here I can edit the text. I like that. The zooming is a bit slow. It's like blurry when I'm zooming and then it sharpens. Don't quite like that. I want to make this toggle. I wonder if that's a component I can just insert or toggle. No. Okay, so I feel a little bit stupid now, but I don't really understand how just to draw a square. Does it have to be a frame? Maybe it has to be a frame. So everything has to be a frame. Everything's a frame. Okay, everything's a frame. All right, forget. The color picker is broken. Unsplash. I saw that they had. Okay, so I just get like a random image. And those two don't have the same image here in my preview box. That's a cactus. And these two are a group. And I want some border radius. Like, I don't know how to give those two corners rounded to corners. Ooh, I like that they have Google Fonts integration, so any Google font I can just use. That's really nice. That's super cool, actually. Okay, I like that they also have the hold in option to see how far away from the edges you are. So when I resize this, that stays where it's intended to be. And this one, Oh, resize beautifully. Nice. That's nice. So let me duplicate this. Okay, so that, just random, gives me another random image every time. So you need to, okay, you can't just like move one thing. It won't grab the entire frame. I need to mark the entire frame and then I can move it. Okay, let's try the page tool. Okay, using page tool, and this is a swipeable area. Okay, I don't understand. So in this page, so since this is a tool for the web, just let me think like a web developer. Okay, load CSS into hard drive, load HTML into hard drive. Okay. Well, that makes sense. So can I set the order here of like those things that it attaches to? Like, how do I know? Oh no. How do I know like which one comes first? I suppose it's in the order in which I draw the lines. Does that mean that comes twice? Yeah, okay. How do I change the order? Maybe I don't. Oh, here they are, here they are. Here is the order, so I can have paint first and last. So how does it work if I made these page things and I click one and I want to open that image large? Can I do that without Googling? Okay, so this is where I search. Hating this unsplash feature just a little bit. Assuming that's the image. Yeah, it is. Thank you, Pavel Servinsky. Good job sharing your work. Okay, let's try some more stuffs out. I'm thinking I want to try these things up here because I've tried frame, stack, create a stack, then drag and drop any element for aligned lists, toolbars, and more. Maybe I'll make a stack on this new page, the paint page. And here, when I click this paint thing, anywhere here, I want it to go there. Is that an interaction now? Tap, target, paint page, type magic motion. Okay, let's try it. Oh, so exciting. Whoa, that worked. That worked really well. Good job. So now on this page, on the paint page, I want to have a stack of things. Stack here, maybe? Now I can drop items here. What items? Oh, let me look for some more items. Okay, I want cards. Install cards. Material design. Yes, please. Okay. Framer base kit. Yes, please. I don't know what I want. There's so much to pick from. So an important difference between Framer and Figma and how you design and lay out your content is this. In Figma, this is what I would do. I'd make an artboard here that is the iPhone size, and if I take that artboard and resize it, then when I go into prototype mode, this will be a scrollable page if it's set to iPhone. But here in Figma, they don't really do it like that, because here this is a frame, and a frame is a frame is a frame. So here in the preview, I just see my entire frame. Maybe if I view this on my phone, it'll be a scrollable thing, or it'll just resize awkwardly. Who knows? I can't try it because you're in my phone. But so here's what you do in Framer instead. In Framer, here you take and put your image in the background, and then what you do is you take a scroll and you draw out a scroll area here in your artboard. I mean, this is the web, so this is a div. Disclaimer, I haven't done much programming since I went to university. It's been a while. But yes, at university, I did learn several coding languages, and that might help me here in the way figuring things out. But as I said, it's been a while. This, here I can set how I scroll within that scroll area. So you mark out your scroll area and then you fill it with content. And the way you fill it with content is you pull this arrow to like content that you've defined. So here I've made a stack. A stack is a thing that gives you like, so here in a stack, it's like an auto layout, and you can just like move this within the stack and it'll behave nicely. So here in this scroll area, I can then reset the scroll area and move it around and make sure that it is centered within. And then here, if I go into the prototype preview, I then will have just so that this area on the screen is scrollable. And this whole like, here is the box, here is the content that goes into the box, is something that you need to keep in mind if you're gonna make the transition, if you're successfully gonna make the transition from another design tool into Framer. Slidey slide, you click and it grows, and I can scroll here. And okay, so now we've tried a couple different techniques. We have a frame, of course. We've tried, oh no, that was resizing. Oh, that was interesting. So you pull it down to size it up, and you pull it up to size it down. Or, wait. What? Okay. Yeah, sure. Just make up your own things, Framer. That's, sure. So this is a page. This is scroll. Grabbing onto things is a little tricky. This is a stack. Text, of course. Yeah, this is also text. So that one. And we've tried insert also. It's magnificent that there are so many finished components to pick from and just use in your projects. Fabulous. Little bit annoying that I need to install them all. No? How do I even edit that? I don't understand how that works. Like, for instance, here is material design component. So I could have floating action button so that could, oh, why are you, I moved you there and you can't just stay. So that would like, I just inserted that and then see, ooh, it has the click states. Yum. This, thank you, Framer. And then radio buttons. So give me radio buttons. This is a radio button. Like, do I? No. That's not it. How do I use you? That's not supposed to be able to happen. I want you three to talk to each other. Okay, so you need to be on 3 different artboards and then you add interactions. So I was hoping this was going to be a lot easier than it is in Figma. It's not. It's more complicated because I have no idea which one's selected here. So this is my frustration with Framer. It's like smart, but maybe it's too smart sometimes. I don't know. It's like it's just not always very straightforward, like how things interact. Because if I had made a radio button list in code, then they would be connected and know that they are like a thing, an item together. And if I click the first option, the second option cannot be true. But here they don't seem to be connected in that way. So there's something I'm missing here. How do I delete a frame without deleting all of its content? Can I just like remove frame? Yes, thank you. Is there a shortcut for that? It would be really useful if the commands, like when you right click, or yeah, you know what I mean, 2-finger click, to actually write out the shortcut for it. If I hover frame, it'll tell me that F is frame, and that's the shortcut to use. Okay, so what happens if I take, okay, there's something I want to see now. So here is my page, and if I duplicate that page and make another page here, and then I can have a different order of the cards here. One of the strengths here in Framer is that I can reuse my content without duplicating it a couple thousand times. So I can just link the content that I want to appear in a box. Here I can have photos, and here I can have photos. And since it's this photo, like that particular card that is linked to this frame, it shouldn't matter from where I click this image. It should just work. Let's try it. Oh, it worked. Yes. So that's cool. That makes it really powerful that you can like make the interaction path once and then reuse that component without having to like have a gazillion copies of it all over your design file. So yeah, that's neat. I do like that. So I've been playing around in Framer now for a bit, so what do I actually think? What is my first impression? To start off, learning new tools takes some time, and I've tried Framer before, but it was a really, really long time ago. It's easy to lose your patience when you're trying out a new tool, and especially if you know how to do something well in another quite similar tool, and then to like get over the hurdle and that first bump before you see how this tool can actually help you in your day-to-day life. A few things I'd like to point out that you should remember when trying Framer is that everything is a frame. There is no difference between like an artboard and a square. Everything is frames. I didn't realize that at first. And how you put content into pages is a little bit different. You need another mental model than you would have in other design tools. Here it's Framer is much closer to the actual code and how things are built, and you can really tell in some instances. What you should think is like, I'm gonna insert content onto this page. Where should the content live? Okay, so this stack should be in this scroll area, and then I link it into there. That is different from other design tools where you just put it where you want it and your workspace can become quite large. Here, they're going about it in a different way. They've taken away the like abstraction of design mode, prototype mode, and rather you are always designing and prototyping, so they're very strongly linked. You always have this preview here. You can close it too, but the preview is here, and as you go along, when you make a change, it also changes in the preview. So my negatives. I am not used to things being blurry when you scroll. Pixel-based design tools feels really retro in a interesting kind of way. Not nice. I don't like pixels, I like vectors. To use a color picker, the biggest speed bump for me was the color picker. To be able to use the color picker, you had to install a Framer tool, download it, install it on your computer, and then also give it screen reader rights to be able to use just this simple feature. That felt really strange to me, and I almost missed doing that. Yeah, not clear to me. But you do it once and then it's fine. So something they made a big deal out of in the intro movie was the Unsplash integration. And the Unsplash integration is great. It's fantastic that it just randomizes the picture for you. But it's also kind of annoying that when you duplicate your Unsplash image, it gives you a new image, and sometimes it gives you a new image. Sometimes it doesn't. You can also search here for what you need. Shuffle, don't shuffle. Yeah, I don't quite understand the logic of when it gives you another image and when it doesn't. Yeah, like for instance, making my this kind of interaction where I have this image on this card and then I want this image to resize. I couldn't do that with an Unsplash image because when I duplicated that image to this board for the nice transition, the image was regenerated and I couldn't search my way to that image. So I had to go to Unsplash and download it to be able to do this transition. So that was a bummer, but other than that, I think the Unsplash integration is really cool, and it's just like right out of the box, you just have cool images for your designs. So things I really like about Framer is, for instance, how they think about like gaps between being able to make stacks like this. If you have a list of items, which you have a lot of the time in designs, then of course you don't want this to get unaligned and crooked when you're reordering them. Of course you should be able to just drag and drop it and it falls neatly into place. That's really, really smart and beautiful. And I thank them for that. See, this I like. So if I want to have a larger padding on the left, I can just do that. Ooh, I just can't, I hope this works like this. One thing I just figured out that I've missed for so long in Figma is the ability to make different borders on different sides of an object. So check this out. Here in the border menu, I can have a 0 border at the top and on the right, and 1 at the bottom, and 0 on the left. And here, now, if I make a stack, and these in this stack, there is no gap. See, they have like a dividing line in between them. Oh yes, what happens if I put a border radius? Oh, yes, 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 yes. Thank you for this Framer. This is what I'm coming back for. So what I haven't tried is putting stuff in my phone, and I haven't tried the team capabilities, but I think we're off to a promising start. And I mean, learning new tools can be a bit of a hassle because you already know how to do something in your regular design tool. But I really do recommend that you try out new tools sometimes, because even if it goes really, really badly, it will be a reminder of what it feels like to be a beginner. And so many people are really beginners on the internet. So it can just see it as a practice and empathy for your end users. All in all, it's a good design tool. It's really powerful, and I don't feel like I've even scraped the surface of what Framer can do. So the challenge will be for me to not build overly complex prototypes once I start experimenting more and more with Framer. Thank you so much, Framer, for launching a new fun tool. And with that, thanks for today, and thank you for watching. What do you think of Framer Web? I'd love to hear it. Write a comment in the comments section below. If you're new, welcome yet again, and feel free to hit that subscribe button. Click it. I'm aaaaall. Thank you so much for watching.